Hi, I'm a normal girl. I like pizza and movies, and I'm gonna die someday. I'm gonna die someday. And so far my life has been filled with a lot of I don't wanna but I gottas. And I'm trying to throw in some more I wannas so I'm gonnas. And right now, I wanna make YouTube videos. So gonna. And if my seconds of research has taught me anything, it's that to have a successful YouTube channel, you need an aesthetic background with things and representations of you. And also lights. There needs to be lights. Subscribers like moths to a flame. I already have these. I had these in previous videos, which looks really cool until you turn them off and then it's just cheap plastic that's taped to your wall. Making videos is the only reason why anybody buys these. We're all making the corners of our apartments look like movie theater aisles in the pursuit of internet stardom. Now I am too. As far as a representation of like me, I'm a pretty big cake person. That's what I'm known for in like friends group. I'm the person who brings a cake. I bring a cake to everything. I bring a cake to too many things. I've been told to stop bringing cake to stuff. And they're not bad cakes. It's just that I have found that sometimes a cake is too much. Also, people generally just don't want to eat cake. I swear to God, my cakes are good. But cakes are like cool and they're pretty, but generally people don't want to have a slice of cake. So yeah, that's, I guess, a big representation of me is just cakes and being too much. I've seen a lot of people make wall decorations of like cakes or pies or other desserts and they're really, really cute. So on my big old wall of desperation over here, I'm gonna have a couple of those cake wall hangings. So from what I have found, a lot of these like cake decorations are made of a styrofoam base and spackling that is dyed with different paints. Now these are the wall hanging cakes. If you've seen cake decoration stuff on an iPhone or something else that looks a little bit bendable, those are usually made out of silicone, if you were wondering. If you are also seeing a lot of fake cake decorative pieces in your For You page on TikTok, I am. And I've recently found that not everybody's For You page is the same. Like I was talking to people about like, oh my God, like this thing is so in right now. And they'd be like, what are you talking about? I just didn't realize that like everyone's For You page was so specifically designed for them. Like a while back, I was talking to a lesbian couple and I was like, you guys should totally be on TikTok because like TikTok is just all lesbians. Like you go on and it's like, that's the content that you're always seeing is just all lesbian content. And I realized that it was just that not everybody had that on their... I'm not, by the way. I just like the content. This is gonna be a heart-shaped vintage style cake. And if you see a cake and it's labeled as vintage or retro, and it has a lot of intricate piping, those are called Lambeth cakes. Oh, I do wanna eat this. Oh, it's like marshmallow fluff. I've never actually tried this before. I've never actually worked with spackling in a creative sense. I have only worked with spackling in a, I don't actually own this place, so I need to fix all the damage that has been done kind of way. But I'm actually shocked. This is whipping up pretty much exactly like a frosting. Oh wait, I do have a thing for this. I am working real hard right now to not lick my fingers because the muscle memory is strong right now. Really want to lick my finger every time I feel a little bit on me. When I was young, I went through a heavy cake making phase at the same time that I went through a painting phase. And sometimes when I was painting, when I would get some paint on my finger, I would just instinctively like go, mwah. And so after that, when I had an art class where they were talking about Vincent van Gogh and someone was like, oh, he ate paint, which is I guess like a story around him. I don't know if it's true, but everyone else was like, whoa, he was crazy. And I was like, what? Has anyone here ever painted before? It's part of the process. You just lick it off. It's sliding a little bit too much on this thing, so world's biggest cake pop. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this perfectly smooth. Yeah, she's gonna be a little rough around the edges. I don't know how other people are getting the spackling perfectly smooth. They're sanding it. They're probably sanding it afterwards, which I don't think I'm gonna do. Comment below if you've done this and you've gotten like a really nice smooth base, or comment if you've ever done anything like this and how you do it. If this was a normal cake made out of sugar and butter and whatnot, the way you get that perfectly smooth side is by taking a metal spatula like this and putting it under super hot water. It heats up the metal and then when you slide it across, basically melting the top layer. I do not think that I can do that with this. This is gonna have to be good enough. Very rough, it's not important. It's only my wall to stardom. I have the piping bag all ready to go. Oh, it's not coming out like frosting. Ooh, ooh, she's chunky. Ooh, this is cottage cheese. Healthy. It's piping out really well. The only issue is that I'm not used to holding it like this. It's looking a little little rough, but I gotta admit, I am barely trying anymore. My New Year's resolution was to get more sleep, and I started working on all of this at midnight. Would I serve her at my wedding? No. Would I serve her at my best friend's wedding, who I intended to marry because we had a pact, and then he met someone else, and so then I plotted to separate them? Weird movie. I was in my 20s when I realized that the movie didn't end with her ending up with the gay friend, because that's always confused me. I was always like, so he's not gay anymore? That's how we're ending this? Conversion propaganda? And someone was like, no, the ending isn't her ending up with her gay friend. The ending is her like just having a good time, just being single and dancing. I don't know. I ruined it. I got impatient and I ruined it. Potential title for autobiography. My hand started hurting really badly, and so I just started messing it up all over the place. I was just squirting things wherever. While frosting, because it's butter, will usually get softer the more you're working with it because it'll heat up from the heat of your hands. This stuff is a drying substance, so it will get harder and harder the longer you're using it. Yeah, with all the stuff here, it was like I was squeezing so hard it couldn't even get through the hole. It was just bursting out through the side of the plastic. But here it is. It's going on the wall. And now for the next thing. I bought my brother a $200-something Optimus Prime Lego set, even though he's middle-aged. I mean, he's not middle-aged by like other people's standards. I just don't think he's gonna live that long. Anyway, when I bought the Lego set, they said that I could get a free pack of useless crap if I signed up for a member program or something, if I gave them my email. What's that, you say? Something I don't want? I want it! I was considering just throwing this away, but I want to be a little bit better about stuff like that. A while ago, I bought some Christmas decorations, and they just weren't what I was expecting. I was expecting like 3D ornaments, and what I got was basically some like flat picture on just wooden pieces, and I didn't want to use them as ornaments anymore, but I also didn't want to just throw them in the trash. So instead, I glued a bunch of them together and made it like a art wall piece. I put it on my wall. Save the environment. If you have garbage, don't put it in a landfill. Give it to me so I can hang it in my home. Ah! Oh, we got a lot of good stuff here. We got a top hat, tubby custard, a turtle. That's not a turtle. It looked like a turtle. It looked like one of those sandbox turtles. Pig and wings. I think we know what to do with that. Bunch of heads on a pig. Actually, I don't know if these are heads. They don't have faces. We have a lot of frogs, fish. We have bananas, macaroni. I don't think this fits onto anything. Eyeballs in different sizes. We have different sizes of eyeballs. Floral plant stuff, flowers. We have a guitar. That is for sure going on a pig. There we go. Guitar pig. Very cool. Skateboard. I'm gonna put little frogs on it. Okay, the skateboard doesn't fit 2 frogs. We have a bunch of these things. You like move so you can play little jams with this antenna. None of these fit together. Okay, there we go. Some of these pieces really don't fit into anything. I don't find anything that the bananas fit into. I found something that the macaroni fits into. There's poop. They gave me poop. This piece doesn't fit onto anything. These hats don't fit onto anything. These fish fit onto some things, but not enough. Ooh, there's another macaroni. Add to the collection. Oh, she's complete. Biblically accurate angel. Fairly honest depiction of what my wall will look like. New pride flag just dropped. Oh, look at the kissing frogs. The hats fit onto nothing. And also the bananas. Nothing. All right, I'm bored. Banana on a hat. Banana on a hat. Oh, perfect. That's great. Kim Kardashian looking beautiful at the Met Gala. Okay, now hot glue. Damn, Grace, look how many nipples that dog has. All right, guitar pig goes next to biblically accurate angel, which goes next to macaroni fish tree. Now it burns. Next we'll go skateboard, antenna frog, and then the pregnant dog, head pig. Art. It's the next day. I burnt my fingers pretty badly when I was hot gluing the Lego pieces together, and I decided to take a break. I did not brush my hair or put on makeup this time because I did not feel like it. Honestly, it's extremely impressive that I'm wearing a different shirt right now. I'm menstruating. I'm not feeling it. I was so young yesterday. This has dried a little bit. I'm not sure how dry this is actually gonna get. It still feels a little spongy, but I do not know whether or not that is its end state or if it just has a little bit more drying to go. This is what this is. I realized I forgot to say how this represents me. It's garbage. What? Oh, it's not even in the frame. Ah! Well, I have some spackling, so. Okay. I feel like every time I make a new video, I'm gonna change the camera angle and then I'm gonna have to put a bunch of new holes in my wall. Something else about me, a representation of, it feels really like kids show and tell, but I like to crochet and I like to knit. And so I have this for my wall as well. If you're interested in this, I actually found a lot of these patterns from different YouTube videos. I'm gonna link them down below. Crocheting is the eyebrows of the wall. Crocheting is the eyebrows of, like, if there's a video about makeup and there's eyebrows. I did this off camera. I didn't do this. It would be really boring to just see someone crochet something. So I did this. I did not film the process of this, but like I said, if you're interested in recreating this, all the patterns are linked below. I feel like this is not looking good. I feel like I've seen other videos, like YouTubers have like shit on their walls and I'm like, oh, that looks pretty cool. And then this is like not coming along. I guess my plan of nailing trash to my wall was not, maybe I needed something a little bit more thought out. It's gonna go right there. See, it doesn't seem like a background like other people. It seems just like I just put stuff on the wall. All right, maybe it's because it's missing the last piece. I'm gonna show you guys that right now. Okay, so I wanted one of those fake LED neon light signs. And I wanted it to have the name of the YouTube channel and it was gonna be really cool and it was gonna be the backdrop of this. So here is that story. I don't have a job and I didn't want to spend a lot of money on like an acrylic sheet. And I shopped around, I looked all around and then I looked at like different cheaper options. But all of the just plain sheets that you could like tape LED lights onto to make it look like a neon sign were just really expensive. And then I thought, oh my God, Goodwill. I'm gonna go to Goodwill and I'm gonna go get a painting that's in a frame for like 10 bucks. And it's gonna be in like a glass fancy frame, but it's still gonna be super cheap. And then I'll just tape neon stuff over that. So I went to, I don't know if it was Goodwill, but it was a Goodwill type store. And I found something that I'm absolutely not gonna put neon over because it's perfect. You may have noticed that there's a huge blank space right here. That's where that's gonna go. All right, prepare yourself. Also, I saw it and then it was like a little bit more expensive than I thought, you know, something that I would find at Goodwill. So I was like, I don't know if I wanna buy this, but I hid it, which is insane because I think I'm the only person who ever wanted to buy this thing. Then 5 minutes later, like I was like a few blocks away. I like whipped my car around and I was like, what are you thinking? You have to buy this. Which I'm kind of wondering how it looked to someone working there to see like a woman leave and then come back really hurried and then like root around a pile of stuff that I put there so that no one else would find it. And then just like really, in just a really determined fashion, march up and slam this onto the counter. This. So this is, as I have recently discovered, not an American Girl doll puzzle. I could have sworn that these were American Girl dolls, but they're actually not. They're actually just generic dolls. From my seconds of research, which may or may not be accurate, this appears to be a 1987 puzzle titled The Doll's Tea Party. It is beautiful and horrible and horrible. This is honestly like one of those pictures where they look normal and then if you look close it just gets scarier and scarier. Like if you look at her teeth are crazy. It wasn't always this color. This is sun damage. This is a color that I like to call hair salon window photos blue. It's great. But the girls are a little out of fashion. It's a little out of date. So I think before they go up on the wall, I'm gonna spruce them up a little bit and give them the blessings of the 2023 hottest trends. Fashion trends. I see Vogue, Refinery 29, Tilecaster, Vogue again. Going backwards was the biggest trend of 2023. Oh, so these ladies are from the 80s. This will be great. I'll see what styles came back that they can appreciate. Red was really in 2023. I do not remember that. Well, If anybody knows fashion, it's gonna be today.com. Preppy is gonna be in, quiet luxury is gonna be in, grandpa chic, and also hyper feminine. I don't get how that, well, your hyper feminine grandpa is in. Good for him. He's been waiting for his day. Business sensual. Business clothes where you can see boob. Okay, got it. Medieval armor is gonna be super in. So one of them is also, I guess, gonna be a sexy night. How many dolls are? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's confusing because some of the dolls are holding dolls. Emotional support bags. Okay, so that's what one of the little ones are gonna be. Okay, big socks are in. All right, well, I got a lot of good stuff from just one article. Thank you, instyle.com. God, I think 2024 is gonna be really boring. Is this why people are saying that young people are looking older because they're dressed like the evil stepmom from like a 90s movie? Quiet luxury. Or as I like to call it, revolution camouflage. Sheer whites, high-rise trousers. Oh God, all of this is horrible. I've seen several things saying that florals are gonna be super in. Modern bride. If that means dressing up in a wedding dress to get cocktails, I'm very down. All right, one of them is just gonna be a bride. I think about hell a lot. When I think of hell, I think of an asymptote. All those things in math with a curve that approaches a value but never reaches it. I feel like that's what hell would be like. Like hell is like approaching nothingness. Like approaching ceasing to exist but never actually reaching it. Like forever and ever. Whoever made this puzzle is definitely dead. Now heaven, when I think about heaven, I think of just an awesome place and that everyone gets to go. Like everyone. And when I say that, people are like, wow, how everyone? Like how can everyone go to heaven? When I think of heaven, I think of high school. And you know, like a fight you had in high school, super dramatic. And it was the biggest deal in the world. And then you look back on it and you're like, oh, that just like wasn't that big of a deal. And like the person who wronged you in high school, you're like, oh, like whatever, it was high school. I think when we get to heaven, everything that happened on earth will be like that. Like assault and murder and war crimes, all the bad stuff, but all the good stuff too. Like we'll all just be up there, we'll look back on it and we'll laugh and we'll be like, oh my God, how silly were we that like we thought all of that mattered, and then we're all just having like a good time. We don't even care anymore. When I die, I want all of my stuff taken out to the streets and just given to the DIY girlies. Just like take all my clothes, rip them up, turn them into ugly pillows, take all my crap, hot glue it together, spray paint it, put sparkles on it, do whatever. And I don't want my stuff left outside of an art school or like someplace where anyone would actually make anything good at it. I want you to take my stuff, I want it dumped in like the parking lot of a shopping center that has like a Lowe's, a Michael's Crafts, and like a Walmart. Like, and those chicks just have at it and turn my garbage into garbage. I don't know if this officially counts as a will or not, but that's what I want. And here she is. She's gorgeous. Tea and crumpets are out. Boba tea and crumble cookies are in. And we've got all of the trends that you're gonna be seeing in 2024. All right, we have a sexy bride where you can see through her dress. We have a sexy medieval knight. We got a girl with pants all the way up to her chin. That's how our higher pants are gonna be. We got sexy business casual, we have sequins, we have florals, we got big ass purse, we got all of it. This is gonna be my year. Damn, that looks like shit. All right, I need more. Hold on. Better? No. If you have a better idea of if you think you can do better, if you have a better idea on how to decorate, please write your suggestions in the comments. All right, this is gonna be probably a work in progress. I'm probably gonna add to it. But as of right now, this is my wall of crap. Here's to future additions. May they be plentiful. Thank you for watching, if you did, which you did because you're here. Yeah, let me know if you have a better way of doing this or any suggestions for anything about any subject. I'm not in the best place right now. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more of whatever this is. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye.